Broke girl therapy.
Blame it on my mama. On my hood.
I look fly. I look good.
good.
You can't touch my bed. Wish you
Could. I look fly. I look good.
on my mama. Hey,
On my hood. I look fly. I look good.
Touch my swag. Wish you could. I look fly.
I look good. I wish I could be like a good dancer like you. Like I think I'm like I think I'm a good dancer when I'm just like
You have rhythm.
I got a rhythm. Like I could like I'm not bad at dancing.
Yeah. But
But
you
I'm
mean like
not-
actual choreography.
I'm not good at like picking up choreography. Like it takes me a long time to like.
Well, it's a craft.
It is a craft.
Yeah.
So I give it up to dances.
Thank you.
I want to do like a TikTok dance one day. With
Let's
you.
do it.
Which one? Something super simple.
Super simple.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're recording.
We'll do it tonight.
We should in our costumes. I mean, well, they're gonna know by like the thumbnail and probably the snippets that we're gonna be wearing costumes. Should we dress in our costumes now? Let's do intro.
Okay.
Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broco Therapy, and guess what? We got
What?
not HK Brains anymore.
Formerly known as.
Formerly known as HK Brains, and
Also
now
known as.
known as Keeko,
Hey.
bitch. So why the rebrand?
I felt it was time. You know, I wanted to leave behind all my exes, all my trauma. Just kidding.
Did HK
I
Brains
just made
hold
up
a lot
all
of
that.
exes?
I'm just kidding. I just made up all that.
I was like, was it the HK Brains that serious with all the like? I mean-
Well, the story goes when I moved to the Bay. Wait, was there more to the intro? Because I'm like going into it.
No, go into it. It's fine.
When I moved up here to the Bay, the main thing is that I kind of already still wanted to keep I keep a low pro.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah. And I just have several stage names.
Yeah.
But for work, because I'm from here, I do wear a mask at work, but we also wear our names. So I was like, I don't really want my first name just like out there, all willy nilly and shit. So then, literally the day that I had my first meeting with like my new managers, where they were like doing all my paperwork, I was like, oh, can I give you actually like a nickname? They were like, yeah, sure. And then I just wrote out
Keeko.
Keeko, and they were like, oh, okay.
You
It
do
stuck.
you do make a cute Keeko.
Yeah.
So Asian. I love it. Okay, well,
So that's the story.
should we rebrand into our costumes?
Oh, what costumes?
1, 2, 3.
It's magic.
It's magic. Some call it magic.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloweeny. Lechon baby in real life. Lechon
Lechon Kawawa.
kawawa. And
That's
kawawa
right.
in Tagalog means like cry boy, cry baby.
Yeah, which I am.
So you're
Just kidding.
so you like to be lechoned and cry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like to get spit roasted and then cry about it after.
Oh my god, do you? Let's talk about it. Let's unpack this.
That's it.
It's so funny because it's like when I talked to Nathan, I was like, "Oh, did they spit roast you?" He's like, "Oh, girl."
Oh, I know.
He's like, "Ooh,
I
girl."
remember, and then when I watched the clip, I was like, "Ew!" And I immediately DM'd him. I was like, "What do you mean, ew?
You're
Like, what's
"Why are
wrong
you
with
judging?"
that?"
All of us spit roasted baddies.
Yes.
I want to
And
be
you
spit roasted. And I'm a banana.
Sogging.
I'm a banana
You're
from the
raw
dick pic.
dogging, sogging. Ooh.
Ooh. I just want you to put me in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like how we always like suck on bananas and stuff on here. So I figured like it was on brand.
It's about time.
Also, I was gonna do the eggplant, but it was way too expensive.
Eggplant.
Eggplant emoji,
Oh.
but it was too
the cos-
expensive.
the costume.
Yeah, eggplant costume.
Oh, got it.
But it was too expensive, so I settled with this banana.
Okay.
We don't know.
It's working for you.
Yeah, it's working. At least it wasn't DIY. The past costumes that we've done was a DIY, and this
Yeah.
is a step up.
This is definitely a step up. We stepped it up. We stepped
I
our
should have
game
went
up.
to like Spirit Halloween or something. That would have been a vibe.
Ooh, what would you grab from Spirit?
I don't know. What is that? What do they have?
Right now, for
Like-
adults, I did see a dick costume, like full.
A full dick.
Yeah.
So you've gone.
And it was brown, so representation.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So representation.
those
Shout out to Spirit
pinkies.
Halloween. I should stop
I like
by
how
there.
your hair
I
is
know.
like matching like the rotten parts of the banana.
still
I'm just
need-
kidding.
the rotten parts of the banana.
It blends.
It does blend. It's like it's the same like color as
Yeah.
like I'm like a rotting banana.
Yeah. You're like the ripe part.
Yeah.
The
Aw,
bruise.
I am the
You're the
bruise.
bruise.
I'm the
That's so-
dark parts
That's
of the
so
banana.
artistic. I'm
I
the
know it is. It's like when
bruise.
you open it and it has like the brown head and you're like, ugh. And you like don't want to eat it because you're like,
I still eat that shit.
Do you?
Yeah.
or you turn me into banana bread. That's what usually
Yes.
happens.
Ooh,
It's like
yeah.
for the bruised
And I
ones, you
do
turn
love
into
a good
banana bread.
bread.
But anyways, since we're in our costume and it's Halloween month, actually, yeah, this is gonna be in October for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, adult Halloween like lasts forever.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, like because there's so many events, especially if Halloween lands on a weekday. Everybody's having costume parties like
weeks
by
in
the
advance.
first weekend.
Oh, for sure.
And then every weekend, and then for like example, last year I think I had to figure out like 4 different costumes because we had 4 different like club events to go to. I was
Oh my
like, I'm
gosh.
done. I'm fucking over it.
I know. I always feel like as a woman, I kind of struggle with Halloween because, you know, it's like girls, there's like this expectation to be like sexy, like just turn everything into a sexy costume.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just like don't want to be sexy. Like I just want to be like,
I switched it up. So
you
like
know?
for the club events, that's when I was like trying to look like sharp or dapper. One of the club events I wore booty shorts. That was fun.
Oh, I love that.
And like the second I walked up to security, they were just like, oh, they kind of like laughed. They were like, what are you? And I was like, I was a schoolboy.
A booty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for my like my friends' house parties, that's when I would wear like my like goofy costume.
Yeah.
My favorite costume.
Yeah, when you go to the clubs, you have to be sexy.
Yeah. My favorite
is
costume
annoying.
for the actual club event, for one of the club events, I was a Clover from Bring It On.
Oh my god.
It was so much fun. And then everybody was just like wanting to take pictures with me. But
Well,
like
I've seen those photos.
Yeah.
On your Instagram.
my it was I just hated that people want to take pictures at the end of the night because like I sweated it out. So like you could see in every picture just like sweat stains everywhere. And I'm like
okay.
looking drunk. But it was fun.
It is
was
fun.
I didn't really plan to do anything this year. I think we're just going to a concert. We're going to Kim Petras.
Oh my god, how gay of you.
Yeah.
Gay
So,
rights. Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm going to be though. I told my friends we have to dress up though. so
I
we
feel
gotta
like
figure it out.
there's always something always comes up and you're just gonna be out. Like I feel like you're
Yeah.
always outside.
I found my way out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I feel like well by
The
the time
streets
this
just
is out,
calls.
I'll be in LA.
Oh my god.
So hopefully I'll have more friends and actually want to go outside.
Mm.
So maybe I'll get invited. Well, I think we're actually me and Brian. I think we're going to Fresno.
Ooh.
Because
week
his
of?
friend is doing. I guess we could plug them because if you guys are in Fresno, y'all should stop by.
Oh yeah, they like getting plugged.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, they're getting plugged over there. It's a butt plug party, guys.
Oh my god, my fave.
I do like we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But they're doing like a hot girl Halloween. His friend is like a DJ Keeko.
Okay.
And so it's like a whole event in Fresno.
Oh, I love a whole
And
event.
So I know. So it's a whole like. He told me he was gonna go, and I was like, he's like, if you want to come, I was like, of course I'm gonna let you go, and I'm just gonna stay home. Like, of course I'm gonna go too. What the fuck? He probably trying to like get some chicks or something. Maybe he
Ooh.
wanted to cheat on me. But it's like, okay, you could cheat on me in front of me. It's like fine.
You're like that's the preferred. That's
Yeah, that's
preferred.
the preferred method of cheating on me is when you do it.
Cuckold me,
But
please.
yeah, like if you know, like exactly. But
You should get a shirt that says "Don't cuckold me, I'll come."
oh, or like you can take my man. It's fine.
Merch.
But oh wait, I'm falling.
Oh.
But yeah, so
Ah.
I'll probably be there. As of right now, that's the plan. Who knows?
Is it like a warehouse
Things-
party?
No, I think it's just
Just a club.
Ryan.
It's okay.
Never mind, he's in the room.
TBD.
TBD. But I think it's like a whole like party, like outside, like
Oh, it's outside.
like I think it's like feels like there's gonna be a whole stage and like music, like it's a whole event.
Oh, like a festival. Because I don't know what's in Fresno.
You know what? People hate on Fresno.
I feel like people like go like get murdered out there.
Oh, people get murdered everywhere.
You're right. The city we're in right now.
We're literally we're in Oakland, like people, So no, but like I used to think that too, because I'm just like, y'all are just farmlands and just bored,
Yeah.
But knowing people from Fresno now and like going out there, I'm like, oh, I get it. Like it could be really lit over there.
Okay.
And every time I have a
I'm
lot
sure
of,
by now there's like stuff has developed.
yeah, and I think like every time I like meet someone from Fresno, like they're all so cool. And a lot of my fans are actually out there.
Okay.
So-
Actually, yes, because I remember numerous times
Sorry.
reading like
Watching you in this fake costume is hilarious, but we'll continue.
we have to pick a serious topic.
Yeah, we do. You have to get serious in this episode.
I remember when we would do some stories and like more than once Fresno would pop up. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and the Fresno people have gone to like the LA shows, to the San Francisco shows, because they're in the middle.
Yeah.
So like they could go to
yeah.
either or. So shout out to. I was also thinking of doing like a Fresno like pop up or something like, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know if that sounded convincing.
I mean, I feel like the location would be much more affordable out there.
Yeah. Well, so like again,
Just pick a
Brian's friend.
field.
I haven't
I'm
even
just
talked to
kidding.
Brian's friend about this. I'm just shooting out ideas.
Yeah.
But his friend, who's a DJ throwing the Hot Girl Halloween, he also does like these brunches that like look so fucking lit at this one restaurant, and it looks like a fucking party. And I'm like, oh, maybe I could do just kind of like an appearance, and just like doing like a boozy brunch with people. They don't have to pay to get there; you just have to go to a restaurant and
Nice. That sounds fun.
come meet me, buy
Bitches
food,
love a
get
boozy
drunk.
brunch.
Right? I'm like, bitches love a boozy brunch.
Yes, we do.
That's where you get the bitches. Anyways, I'm bitches. I actually don't like drinking during the day, but I'll do it for.
Oh, you don't like drinking in the day?
No.
I mean, I just like drinking anytime. But
Yeah, you know what? I feel like when it's really hot, I don't like drinking.
Oh, summer day drinking is. I mean,
I
like,
hate summer day
yeah.
drinking. But if it's like cold and like, or like, not.
temperate.
Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
fine. But I don't like being drunk in the heat. Like I hate getting
No,
drunk in
I think
Palm
that's the worst
Springs.
idea, whether it's day or night. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I hate
Like
it. I
clubbing
always
during
end
the
up sick.
summer is like, why? Why do we do it?
Why do we do it? Yeah. I
We're
hate
just
it.
like sweaty. Like I already know after like 5 minutes of dancing, I'm no longer attractive because I look like I ran a marathon.
literally like just wet, just like
Yeah.
moist.
Yeah.
Like I think in the summertime it's only fun if you're like in the pool the entire time. Like I did do like a bachelor in Palm Springs and I was drunk, I was in the pool, so I was like
Yeah.
cooled and everything. So it didn't feel as like,
yeah.
as obnoxious as like just being like,
Yeah. Like
out in the
you will
heat in
no
the desert
longer
somewhere.
you will no longer find me in Vegas peak season. I feel like it's the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life is like go to Vegas during the summer months because it's overcrowded.
Hot as
Every club
fuck.
is packed. Every club is overpriced, and it's hot as fuck. I'm like, what are we doing? And my friends would be like, oh, let's go out. I was like, outside in this 120-degree weather heat. So no, you'll find me inside.
where the air conditioning is.
And actually, the funnest trip I had recently to Vegas was my friends. We went because her family has a timeshare.
Oh, nice!
And
I love when you have friends who have a timeshare.
yeah, and we went in January, and it was the weather was great, but it was so chill, and it was still kind of like magical because it still had their like holiday decorations up.
Right.
We went ice skating.
Aw.
We did ecstasy
Of course.
in the casino.
I have Molly right now.
I got
She's here.
you got Molly for a year, girl.
I got
You
Molly
got
for a year.
supply.
I'm like trying to ask people who want to do Molly with me, but everyone's like, no, everyone's rejected me. I just have all this fucking drugs.
Yeah. Well,
It's okay.
you're the plug now.
I am the plug. But I also like
Pass
I
it
don't
out
know.
at the Fresno party.
I will. Hot Girl Halloween. I'll probably
Yeah.
that's what I'll use my Molly.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'll
okay.
definitely take Molly. If you guys go to Hot Girl
Maybe I should
Fresno,
buy
I'll
some
be on
from
Molly.
you.
What?
Maybe I should buy some from you.
You want?
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
Let's not cut
oh,
this deal.
don't
Let's
do
not
that.
cut
I
this
don't
deal
sell.
while we're recording.
We don't sell. Yeah. No, I'm not a dealer. Anyways,
Yeah.
do you have any like updates? Like, what's
I
your like
do.
dating life? Oh, you do.
I do.
You do.
Not necessarily like dating, but like
Okay.
like like serious.
What happened?
Um,
Oh wait, I think I know, but continue.
oh no, yeah, it's fine. You're on my close friends.
Yeah.
You saw my story. So this year I turned 35. She's a grown woman.
Yes.
And I told myself that I really wanted to get in control. Well, not in control because it wasn't really out of control.
Yeah.
But really get in tune with my health.
Yeah.
Because thankfully I am, for the most part, very healthy. I'm grateful that I don't have any chronic illnesses. My family history is great. But even though like I had not seen a physician in like 7 years, and at my age now, it's like the time when you start screening for like, you know, different things.
Everything, yeah.
and like checking your blood work, checking sure your organs are still functioning. So I'm like, yes, like in addition to my being passionate and interested in like my own personal nutrition and fitness, that's still not the same as like seeking a professional to check on my like my blood work and stuff. So now that I have like good health care through work, I decided like to see how much I could get from it, because in the past when I've gotten health care, I would just be paying for health care and never see the physician all year, which is fucking dumb. So I was like, no,
Right.
I'm gonna book a physical. I'm gonna ask them all my questions and everything. And I could not have been more fortunate to find a physician. One, he's like 2 blocks up the street. Two, he's like my demographic. Like I really wanted to find someone that I could like understand the nuances of my life. He's also Southeast Asian American. He's in his late 30s, and I just feel like, I mean, he does general practice, but I feel like I could openly communicate to him without hesitation.
Right.
So when I came in for my physical, he was like, okay, so, you know, why did you book this appointment today? And I just divulged, like, I want to get this checked out. I want to get this checked out. We checked everything. We drew 5 vials of blood. We swabbed every hole. And when the tests came back, well, so I did kind of like a full over like health check, as well as a full STI panel. Mind you, I, you know, am still like a new girl in the Bay. I've been around these streets, meeting people, hanging out, touching, rubbing. So he called me, and it was like right after I got off work. He's like, oh, do you have a minute? I was like, I do, for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, majority of your tests came back normal, but you did test positive for gonorrhea and chlamydia.
Oh. Okay.
I was like,
Like,
oh,
these are all-
we 2
these
for
all-
2, we 2 for 2,
Yeah.
we 2 for 2. And he's like, but you know what? These are
All curable
actually
stuff.
yeah, and they're just, he's like, these are actually incredibly common.
Yeah.
Like you're, but it was kind of like I was surprised because the gonorrhea was in my throat, and then the chlamydia was in my rectum.
Okay.
But it makes sense because, you know, 2 different people be up in there at the same time.
Right. Spit
Just
roast. Literally lechon. This is
But,
the consequences of being lechon.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, we
So,
gotta deal with the consequences
yeah.
sometimes.
But yeah, so that was the first
Not to
time.
like make fun of
No, that's good.
your issues.
My I'm making light of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was kind of like the first time I ever had that diagnosis. So, you know, it did come as a shock, but I no longer feel like guilt or shame because, you know, there is no shame in contracting an STI. There is shame in spreading it if you're aware that you have it and you go untreated.
Right.
Yes, that is shameful. But yeah, it was really easy for the gonorrhea. I just got a shot, and then for the chlamydia, I took oral antibiotics for a week. My last dose is tomorrow.
Hey.
So, you know, I'll be back in the streets in no time. I'm just kidding.
So is it like officially cured after that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
asked that too. I mean, we're going to retest. My retest is in a week, but he said that the doses that are prescribed is strong enough to the point where they're, you know, confident it's going to be 95 to 99%
Yeah. Clear.
out of your body. So yeah, And then the rest of my panel was like syphilis, negative for syphilis, negative for HIV, negative for hepatitis. So yeah.
Oh, well, shout out to you for like
Yeah.
raising awareness. I feel like people are always like so scared to like talk about like, oh, I've gotten this, but I think that like it should be normalized because it is common and you shouldn't feel ashamed
Yeah.
by it. And also it's like, you know, we talk about sex so much and like, you know, owning your sexuality, but also there's that thing where something could happen and you could spread diseases and stuff. So it's like making sure to get checked. You said
That's what I wanted to be more considerate
Yeah.
of. Like I still had, you know, homies on my roster and I was like, we're gonna have to postpone this, you know?
Yeah.
Like it would be so irresponsible of me to keep meeting these people knowing that, you know, So I
that's
was
when
like,
it's like that's the whole irresponsible part of it,
Yeah.
for sure. But being responsible, it's like getting checked often, especially if you're sexually active out in the streets.
Yeah.
You know. So did you have to do the thing where you like called the last few people you slept with and like?
Well, so I guess the timing of it was kind of weird. The last person I hooked up with, I should have known. He was visiting from SoCal, and the way it happened,
Was
like,
it that guy that you really liked and had a crush on?
No,
I forgot.
There's a lot of
'cause
those.
There's been a few. You went.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I mean, this one was cute. He definitely was a fuck boy.
Yeah.
You know my type. But and I should have known. Well, no.
I
How could I? What
known.
I thought was I would just like
NSYNC, sorry.
trust him enough to be aware. But
Yeah.
he was just like, oh, you know, I'm in the Bay. Like, just come over. Like, let's cuddle a little bit. I was like, okay, I won't say no to cuddling.
Right.
Well, like we obviously did everything, and then he hit me up a week later. He's like, hey, just want to let you know as a friend.
Okay, so he already told you.
He told me.
Okay.
And I was like, oh. And then in my head, I was like, I was overconfident because I was the first guy on his stop when he got to the Bay.
Yeah.
He was in the Bay for visiting for a couple of weeks, and then I was the first one that he linked up with, and I knew that he was like linking up with dudes like basically every night.
Right.
Which I was like, fine, you're on a little hoe tour.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
boy.
I was like, oh, you probably got it from somebody after me. But no, he brought that shit up here.
Up here. I gave
Which
it to all
means
y'all.
he gave it to all of us. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, if they're cute, you better watch your back and your friend. I mean, no, not even if they're just cute. Anyone in general, if you're gonna be putting them inside you, you just need to like
Literally.
vet that shit. So
Yeah.
it definitely changed my perspective again, because like with the smaller, lesser curable ones, I was like, okay, fine, like I can get over that quickly. But like it did cross my mind when I was waiting for my blood work results. Like, okay, if it does come back for positive for HIV, like knowing that like I can still live a full life, but I'll have to be on meds every day and all that stuff.
Right.
Like it's gonna be I did mentally
Prepare
prepare
to, like,
myself. And then when I got my results back, I was like, sigh of relief, but let's be more responsible going forward.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still intend to, you know, be an adult and have fun, but definitely much more.
Did you not use condoms?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's not my thing.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not like you get pregnant, yeah. But
But
then
I
you get
am.
diseases, yeah.
But I am. My physician is starting me on Truvada prep.
Okay, good.
So yeah, and then in addition to that,
My hair is just.
are you good?
Yeah, it's just like it's Heron. Hair is Heron.
Should I save the other update for later?
Oh, we can do that for a second one. Yeah. Yeah, because we're 30 minutes in, so we could do it in email right now.
Okay, cool. We're good.
The second update. Stay tuned for the
Stay
next
tuned.
one, part 2.
What about you? Any STIs? Just kidding.
No, but I should get checked. Not that like we're.
It's always good to get checked.
It's just good to get
for
even if you're in a
sure.
relationship. Because the last time I got checked was after it was my partner before Brian. But however, I didn't sleep with someone. I didn't have sex with anyone for like 2 years before Brian.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I think probably the last time I got checked was like 2019. Is that when?
What about like just overall health, like a physical, or like, do you do PAPs yet?
Oh yeah, no. So like, not being self-employed, I don't have health insurance. However, Brian just put me on his health insurance.
Nice.
So it is starting soon, November 1st. I'm really telling all y'all my business. Like, I feel like I tell you like
It's okay.
everything that's happening.
That's what they come here for.
That's what they need to know these things. No, but so I'm officially like, I'm
Pregnant.
so excited
No, I'm just
because yeah,
She's fertile, y'all.
I'm pregnant. No kidding. No, like, I wish. Brian.
Intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts. Not even. It's like my manifesting thoughts and positive thoughts.
That's why you the raw dogging, sogging.
That's what I'm saying. So anyways, however, I'm excited just because it comes with like vision and dental and everything. I'm like, I want to get a teeth cleaning. I need to get new glasses because my glasses broke. Like, I don't even like to drive at night or like.
Do you have like you don't have 20/20?
No, bitch.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Wait, do you always wear contacts?
No, I never. I just be
blind.
I just be living out here, blind as fuck.
What?
Making things happen.
Near or far?
Half off. What? Oh,
wherever you are.
You are.
We always have a music interlude.
In my heart,
Yes.
my heart will go on and on. Anyways,
period.
A little pitchy, but
wait, what's your vision?
far. I guess when it's like you can't see far. I can see close.
You can't see far, so you're nearsighted.
So I'm nearsighted. Yeah. So like driving, I could drive without glasses, but I probably won't see.
You can't see what's coming. But you made it this far.
But I made this far.
You made it this far, so that's
I'm
saying
okay.
something. I mean, I'm sure you're not the only nearsighted person that drives without glasses.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a little scary
you
to drive.
passed the DMV test. What you say?
Right.
E, F, G.
Something. I can guess a little something. It's not like I know people who have way worse vision than me. Like, I've obviously gotten by.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, you know what I just thought of?
What?
Like one of my favorite moments where we were talking about the fucking psychic, and then I did that Raven look.
Yeah.
And then I told you to edit it, and you did it perfectly.
Like
you did the zoom. Oh my god!
Oh my god, I love it.
So good.
I love our episodes. That's why I'm like sad. Like that's like I'm excited to move back to LA, but I'm also like, Harrison's not gonna be like here.
Yeah, it's
So,
okay. We'll still do
We're still gonna
our tele episodes.
The
remote.
I know, but those are not as fun. Like those are fun, but not really. Yeah. It's like better when we're in person wearing like costumes.
Yeah.
I'll
be down in SoCal here and there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like forcing. I'm like, you could stay with us.
Yeah. I mean, the first 6 months that I was up in the Bay, I was going back to SoCal. Like
I was like, I feel like you go to SoCal all the
every
time.
2 months. I was like going down.
Yeah.
So I'll be out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I was saying something. And like, if I ever come out here, then I could always arrange something, because like his family's out here, so I feel like we'll still come out here for things if we need to, So,
for sure.
But yeah, should we read an email?
Yeah.
Transition. That was a transition noise until the next segment. This one says, a broke girl in need of therapy.
Oh my god, you came to the right fucking place. How did you know this podcast would be
therapy for broke girls? Who knew? Not all y'all broke, I'm saying. Like, I don't want y'all
broken,
just maybe a little fixing, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, hey Stephanie, I hope you're doing awesome. Here I am squinting, I need my glasses. First off, I've got to say your podcast is an absolute gem. I've been binge listening to it and seriously can't get enough. Over 20 episodes in and I'm still hooked.
Ooh.
Thank you. Because sometimes I feel like, are y'all listening still? Like,
20 episodes is a good chunk.
That's
more than a year of episodes.
That's like almost a whole season of Love Island.
Maybe even like 2. Oh, when you posted that clip. Or no,
what?
You commented on a TikTok of Love Island, and I saw your comment.
Oh, no, it was Love is Blind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you did see my comment. You're like,
I was like,
"Little
throw her
bitch."
away.
Do you watch Love Is Blind?
No.
Or
It was entertaining though, the part that
it was, yeah. Because I remember watching that and being like,
I was like, girl, what the
this
fuck
girl
are you
is literally
saying?
like, I was like, she's
Also, like, if the job is to lie, you are
literally like I was just like, it just didn't make sense. Anyways, so but I love Love Island, Love Is Blind. But anyways, now here's the deal. I could really use some friendly advice, especially from HK Brains.
I'm here for you.
She's like, no, Cammy and Nikki's insights would be awesome too, but we're here for HK Brains. Back in 2021, I started talking to this guy, and bam, instant connection. We hit it off, but when he asked me to be his girlfriend, I asked if we could take it slow since we hadn't known each other for long. Fast forward, we faced all sorts of hurdles together, but when I was finally ready for a relationship, he needed more time to sort things out after finishing uni school. I'm assuming uni, like university.
I wonder if she's from, because certain regional people say uni. Like, I wonder if she's from the States or is
she's
she
from Nigeria.
There we go.
There we
International.
go. Hey,
Oh my
hey.
God. I had a request from Nigeria. I love you, Nigeria.
We should do a show. It would just be her.
Oh my God.
A live show.
That would be fine.
If you're in Nigeria, fuck. If there's a bunch of y'all listening in Nigeria and want us to come out, I will come out. Like, I will make a trip.
That would
Like,
be so fun.
I'll bring Jess with me too.
That would be oh, perfect. Yeah.
She knows. Yeah.
I will never leave her side. Please don't leave me.
Please leave me. No, I would be so down for a show in Nigeria. I'm just down for worldwide.
Yes.
Anyways,
World tour.
Yeah, I just want to travel. That's it. Just to see the world. Fast forward to all the hurdles together, but when I was finally ready for the relationship, he needed more time to sort things out after finishing uni. I totally get that, but it makes me wonder why he wanted a relationship in the first place if he wasn't quite ready. Now here's the juicy part. About 3 weeks ago, I had a quote unquote moment, sex with one of his friends. I know it sounds bad. I'm feeling super guilty.
Sound good. Just kidding.
That sounds hot. What do you mean? I'm feeling super guilty about it and want to fess up before his friend spills the beans. But here's the twist. He suddenly stopped talking to me after about a week ago and seems to be ghosting me. Do you think his friend already spilled the tea? Maybe.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. I'm a bit of a pickle here. Should I come clean, or is it best to keep quiet considering we're not officially a couple? I feel like I messed up big time and don't want to ruin any chance of a future together. Would love to hear your take on this. Your Aries baddie.
Ooh,
Aww,
yes,
love you,
Nigerian Aries baddie.
Oh, I love her. Okay, anyways.
I think you shouldn't come clean. You should just come hard on his friend again.
Sorry, come hard.
And yeah, there was no commitment, so there's nothing to feel guilty about. Like, if you do feel guilty, it just means that sure, there was maybe intent and more like you liked him more than you thought, but you still just need to be concerned with yourself first. And as an adult, there shouldn't be any shame or fear of just being like, hey, I fucked your homeboy. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I fucked your man.
But I know what she means and how she's probably feeling. So I'd be like, you just need to decide what you want. Do you still want to try to pursue the original guy? Do you still want to be fucking his friend? Do you want to be fucking both of them? And then from there, when you decide what you want, then you take the next steps. And if it is still the original guy, it's going to be much harder because you're like, ideally you'd want to be honest.
Right.
And then that's already going to be a test between you two because he has then every right to choose, like, okay, ho. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then own your actions.
Yeah.
You know, you're responsible. You're grown woman. Aries baddie.
Aries baddie. I think you were right in the sense of like figure out what you want, because it seems like no one really knows what they want in this situation, including her.
Yeah.
And if she still wants to pursue homeboy,
Yeah.
it's definitely going to take some work. Because I was trying to put myself in like the guy's position. Like, I would be extremely hurt knowing that like you fucked my best friend. Like, even if like we weren't like together officially, like it still feels like a betrayal in a way. Even though I know it's like he didn't make things official. They're like, because it'd be different if like, okay, you fucked someone else.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like that's a little bit more forgivable, but it's like you fucked his best friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that happened to me, like I was dating someone and we were kind of going back and forth and I found out like he fucked one of my best friends, like not only do I feel betrayal from him, but I feel betrayal from my best friend.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like a hard thing to like navigate. So I think it's not saying it's not possible to like eventually be happy and be together. It's just now going to take more work and trust. But I don't know, like if I was in that situation, I was homeboy, like I would just be so hurt. Like you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like it really is like, and not to make you feel shameful for it, you know what I mean? Because you guys wanted to do, you're a grown adult, his friend is a grown adult and all that stuff. But of course, like his feelings are still valid. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know.
It
is a hard pickle to kind of go through. Like I don't really have like a straightforward answer. I'm just trying to like process it and like think of every single person's feelings in the situation.
Well, I got a gay forward answer for you.
I mean, yeah, the gays love each other.
I was gonna say it's like a different perspective, but I was like, I'm not gonna project like what I've been through, but like me and my best friend fuck the same people all the time.
But if they don't have that kind of dynamic,
that's what I was gonna say. So what I then concluded is like, you know, that's me and his relationship, our relationship as besties. You don't know how they are as best friends, but there's a high chance that if they're best friends, of course, he probably told his best friend the second he got home after fucking you. And if he didn't, like, because the thing is, you're still new to both of their lives. He doesn't owe you any type of loyalty, really.
Right.
And
well, they've been talking since 2021. Yeah.
But so much is unconfirmed. You don't know what their dynamic is. You still don't know what your dynamic is with either of these men. You're still figuring it out. So you can't, what I would do to relieve myself of just a lot of like stress and strife is not assume, because I've run myself into the ground making all these assumptions, being presumptuous. I'm like, oh my God, what does he think? What does he really feel? That you just need to, if you want to, you just need to communicate. And if your priority is the initial guy, I would go to him first and be like, hey, what, where are we at? How are you feeling? Did your friend tell you that I fucked him? I'm just kidding.
Right.
But like as straightforward as you could be. Obviously, it's easier said than done. But as straightforward and as honest as you can be, the sooner you will get to the truth.
Right.
So I wouldn't like try to beat around the bush, or if you get stuck in this limbo, you're gonna be there for a long time, acting like, and that might even be worse if you play the field, you start getting serious with the initial guy, and then it's a real secret. And
that's when the more it gets dragged on, kind of feels a little like.
Then it could blow up in your face. What if you're like 6, 12, 18 months into a relationship, and then his bestie finally like, drops the bomb, maybe even does like a casual joke, be like, oh yeah, that one time I fucked your girl, and he'd be like, what?
You fucked my girl? Yeah.
And then you got a whole TV show. So
right. I feel like he definitely already knows, because it seems like he's been ghosting her.
I think so too.
I think he knows, because like that's, that seems like a valid reason to like, for someone to want to ghost someone.
I agree.
So I think he knows. However, I think our advice is to really like take this time to figure out what you want.
Yeah.
And if you do want him, I think at the end of the day, like there should be a conversation if he's willing to give it to you.
Yeah.
There should be a conversation about like establishing everything and talking it out. That way, hopefully there isn't any like resentment towards anybody. But it seems like he's really hurt by the situation. So I totally
just
what?
burped into the mic.
You just burped into the mic? It's fine. Like, that wasn't
as you
Steph's
were
burp.
talking, and in my head I was like, oh well, if she heard it, she would have said something. And I was like, wait, she doesn't have headphones, so if you hear that
Somebody hear it later.
it's gonna be so fucking gross. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Ew, you guys, that wasn't my burp. That was Keeko's.
Oh, here come the hate comments.
Like, I think this show is too gassy for me. I can't listen anymore. They
Yeah.
fucking eat on here. They burp. They fart. Can't fucking take it.
Gassy and sassy.
Gassy and sassy. Is that the name of this
I was
episode?
just gonna say.
There you go. Got a little gas.
Wait, should we do
for
it
ya.
together? One.
Wait, I can't do it.
Oh.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
One,
two.
2, 3.
Oh.
Ew.
Wait, did you? I didn't.
kinda
Mine was pretty
didn't.
loud.
Yours is loud. Mine
Yeah.
like kind of. I got a little bit of gas there, but that wasn't as extreme as yours.
I mean, I love, making throat sounds. So
Yeah. You are. I mean, to be able to burp on
Very
command like that.
throatal.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, you're probably very skillful.
I'm a vocalist.
Yeah. A
I'm a
vocalist.
screamer.
A vocalist in bed. However. So, yeah. Homegirl in Nigeria.
We wish you the best.
Yeah.
Keep us updated. Let me know
Like,
if I
I
change
think-
your life. No, just kidding.
If you change your life. Like, I'm just trying to think. So, like, I think. Oh, hold on. Something's probably up. So, there's this episode. Sorry, there's this part in Love Island, right? I know you don't watch Love Island. Everyone who's watched Love Island USA season 5, sorry if you haven't seen it, might have some spoiler alerts, but this kind of pertains to this. So there was like this one couple who like kind of going back and forth, but they ended up being together and they seemed very happy, and like it seemed like it was very promising and falling in love. And then there's this thing that is called Casa Amor that happens in Love Island, where they kind of do it once like there's a bunch of like couples already like falling for each other in the villa. So they kind of create like another villa and split the boys and girls up and give them a new set of boys and girls to really test to see if you're like loyal, if you like want to be the right. Exactly. So it gets really fucking messy.
Ooh,
like
that's why y'all like
psychologically,
this
it's like
show.
fucked up. Yeah. So like, you have people falling in love and like making it official, and then they get split up and they don't see each other for like damn near a week, because they're being in another villa with another set of hot men or women.
Yeah.
So there's this one couple. I do love them though. Leo and Cassie, who were like kind of very like one of the strongest like chemistry couples, and like people were really rooting for them. Although you felt like, maybe they're kind of shady because they're very flirty. However, they got split up. Leo, the guy, ends up, in hooking up with like a new villa girl. They had sex. And it was like this whole scandal because it was like, I thought you were in love, and it's like saying like, I want to be with you, but then like end up having sex with another person. Anyways, I don't know. I just love it. So it kind of like made me think. And then at the end of to kind of summarize it, there was a lot of drama. People were like, why would you do that? Yada, yada. But they end up actually like, forgiving each other and coming back and winning like second place of Love Island. So anyways, it like made me really think about like what?
Sorry, no.
So because the whole scandal was the fact that he like fucked someone else in the villa, like a new girl, whatever, during Casa Amor, even though he was like in this kind of like serious couple relationship with someone else. And it kind of like put things, a lot in perspective of like what cheating is and all that stuff, and like, like, can you forgive someone if they fuck someone else, and like what is that dynamic?
Yeah.
And I think it is like, for me, like I like voted for them to win because I was like, I think they could forgive each other because they had that chemistry, because you could tell that they genuinely love each other. He just had a slip up because there was some other hot girl,
Yeah.
and like whatever, he's tempted. They're in this fucking stranded on this fucking island, you know what I mean? Like shit happens. And I just think that like, so in conclusion, guys, I know I'm going on a long tangent. I think it just, like, I think it could be forgivable if you fuck someone else. I know I'm like in a non-monogamous relationship technically, But even if I wasn't and I was in a monogamous relationship, I think that like you could work things out. So it doesn't mean like, okay, she fucked his best friend, like that's the end of it, they're done. You know, I think that it is still potential to work things out and even become stronger.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of learning to forgive and not hold things against each other and not be revengeful or, you know, or anything like that. I think it's just like growing from the experience. And maybe it's something where it's like, because this happened and they had no boundaries, it's forced them to talk about, okay, what are these boundaries and what do you really want?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that they need to have that conversation. So that was my long little tangent about that. But it just, yeah. Shout out to Love Island. Shout out to Cassie and Leo.
Yeah. I think in any situation, it's specific to the couple's or the people's situation. It's situational, is what I'm saying. Like, we don't know the context of what anyone else is going through. So, like, if you're only been talking to this person for, like, 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure it's okay if you fucked his best friend. Or not okay, but, like, I'm pretty sure it's less gravity versus, like, if you've been dating this man for a year and then you fucked his best friend. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
yeah.
It's just going to be dependent on the context of the situation.
Exactly.
So, you know.
But I think just owning up to your shit, like you said, is like the best part. I think it becomes even more of an issue when there's a lot of like lying and deceit and like covering up and having to like, it like lying and all that stuff just like builds up, you know, like the little stuff like that makes the situation even bigger. Yeah. So just like owning it and being like, this is what I did and I apologize and this is what I'm learning from the situation. I think it like shows maturity. So.
And honesty, I mean, honesty's always going to be the key in any of those situations across the board. For sure.
Yeah.
But you have to start by being honest with yourself.
1000%.
And be like, oh, okay, yes, I did fuck his best friend with intent. And so that means if I had all that intent, I better be intent on, you know, being truthful. If you want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least you know, like... Because, sometimes you, like, ask you, like, your man be like, which one of my friends would you fuck? You know, or, like...
Who the...
You know, like, I don't know, like, like, who asked that?
I was like...
That's no, like, I think I feel like I've asked next in the past, like, like, which one of my friends would you, like, make, like,
I mean, I get, choose? like the hypothetical games.
Yeah, like the hypothetical, like, it's not going to happen, but, like, if you could choose, who would it be? And, like, or, like, sometimes you subconsciously think, like, which one would be attracted to, like, which one of your friends, you know? Like, well, now he knows. Yeah. Now he knows which friend you'd fuck. So it's... Anyways, I don't know if that made the situation better. I don't know if that was good, but,
it's not a would, it's a did.
It is not a would or a hypothetical. It's in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
It's a literal.
It's literally, like... That's crazy. I don't think I've ever fucked, like, any of, like, my... man's like friends.
I fucked my best friend's man.
You did?
Well, let's cut that out.
Wait, who?
No. This is long time ago.
Didn't you know that you fucked?
I was still a kid. Yeah. Well, so short version, abridged version is that this person approached me and propositioned me at a party, did not disclose that he was in a relationship, and it wasn't until literally right after, with his ass leaking my nut, that he told me, oh, by the way, I'm in a relationship. And I was like, get the fuck out of my car.
Oh, yeah, you told me this.
This was like an old story.
Yeah.
And then months later, when I was hanging out with my soon-to-be best friend, like at that time we were still just like
so
starting our friendship. We were starting our friendship, and he was like, oh yeah, like how do you know blah blah blah, like that's my ex. And I was like, oh my god, I have to tell you on the first day that we're ever hanging out. And then it actually went great. Now we're best friends.
Oh, that situation's different though.
Yeah.
That's like it just wasn't, it was different timing, you know.
Yeah.
This is, you know. Sometimes like
but
like,
that's, you know, emphasize the point, like, it's situational.
Sometimes I wish my friends and I have like fucked the same people so we could like talk about it, you know.
You
like
you have said that
Yeah, and like, for sure.
You want to start a Yelp page?
Yeah, be like, what did you think? Like, it was good with me. Was it good with you? Was it him? Was it us? Like, what is it? You know?
Yeah.
Or just like, I feel like it just bond over that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know. Like, I also like want to be friends with everyone my boyfriend's like fucked with.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like, I want to be friends with them and like
Yeah.
talk about it. Like, oh my God, like.
The boy that gave me the clap, and gave me 2 STIs. I was so tempted to like blast him on Twitter, but I was like, it's not worth it. It's not necessary. And it was like a moment of like anger, and I was like, well, why am I even angry? Like,
Yeah.
It took me also, to like.
Right.
But if I could, I would actually take it back. Like, if I could take my sex back, I would, because it wasn't even worth it.
I mean, like, it wasn't even good.
It's one of those, like, when a guy is cute and then you finally hook up and you're like, oh, stroke game.
Yeah, it's always like the hot ones sometimes that are like not that great.
My theory, or what I try to like make logical sense of it, is that because cute boys are cute, we give them all these free passes.
They don't gotta try that
into
hard.
our pussy, and then it's just like, and it's just like, oh, we're doing all the work. They, like, unless it's a guy that actually also really enjoys sex, but like for the most part, if they're just cute and they know it, they're like, oh, you're gonna do everything for me.
Right, like they just like stay cute and that's it.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Yeah.
Wow. Lego show. You like butt plugs? Do you use butt plugs often?
No, just real dick. I do have one though. I was just thinking about the last time I used it. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
I think because the one that I have, it is good. It has given me like amazing.
I guess it's like for you, it's like
but
different because it's like I like the butt plug, but then also something happening to my vagina, and you only have one hole down there.
Right. I mean, but I'm also usually like
but then
masturbating when I have it in.
Oh.
And so like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it does definitely enhance. Like, I probably had some of the best orgasms while having something, penetrating me.
How big is your butt plug?
Kind of big. I think that's why I don't like using it. I don't like being like stretched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But what I do like using is like my prostate simulator, which is like a smaller device.
Oh, so you put it in there, you jack off and you put it in your butt, and you jack off while it's in your prostate?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Heightened.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I wish I could.
It's one of those like.
Like, I feel like it'd be so overwhelming.
Not overwhelming, because if I felt like I was like it was sensory overload, for sure. Like if I was on drugs.
Yeah.
No, it's
like a good. It's a good overwhelming.
Probably the best time was, back when I would smoke, and like I did it when I was high. I can't handle THC anymore, but like I used to love having sex or masturbating when I was high. Oh my god, it was my favorite thing.
Having sex while you're high is fun. Yeah.
Because the nut while you're high, immaculate. But now, not really. I don't really like to have sex while under the influence.
Yeah, I like sober sex better. Yeah. Okay, plug it.
Well, you can find me online, Instagram and TikTok at Keeko Chu.
Keeko Chu. No more HK brains. We've rebranded, guys.
We're rebranded.
Yes. And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Know what I'm saying? And if you guys want like ad-free episodes, because I know sometimes there's like hella commercials and when you're like listening to the audio, you guys could subscribe on Patreon. I put everything up on there ad-free, so you don't have to hear me like pitch to you better help.
Work.
Not that you shouldn't get help, but anyways, yeah.
How much is it?
About $5 a month, because you also get bonus content and
that's
like
less than a Starbucks.
That's what I'm saying. Plus like bonus content and like behind the scenes stuff. I'm gonna put more behind the scenes stuff on there too. So
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Steph's gonna post her nudes on there.
Maybe if you guys like want it. I don't know. At this point, the people out here making millions.
Right.
I might have to tap into it. Okay. Bye.
Growth therapy.